What's up, everybody? It's Tony with Real Life Trading. We are getting some selling. This was a pretty serious gap down, and we're getting some follow through on it. So, is this going to continue? I think potentially yes. We could be actually seeing a lot more selling coming back in here on SPY and on Qs. If you pull up the weekly time frame here, the weekly chart, which is what we're on right now, you'll notice we've had some serious separation from the weekly 10 EMA. It has been a long time, over a month since we've touched this 10 EMA. So it's desperately overdue. And whenever the markets get this extended on a weekly chart from their 10 EMA, it normally will come back and find it. So we've seen this multiple times, right? Where it runs up big time, comes back down, finds the 10, and then we get some more buyers. Runs up, gets some separation, comes back to the 10, and we get some more buyers. This is very much a bull market right now. It's very strong. And so I would think that history is probably going to repeat itself. Not to mention the strong support from the previous all-time high sitting right here. I love this area for 610, maybe 614 down to like 600. This box should be a very strong buying area to close out this year. So not to mention, I mean, we've got some weakness in some sentiment right now. Seasonality, August tends to be pretty rough for the bulls, but in my opinion, it is a buy the dip. So yes, job numbers are not coming out great. And honestly, there were some early warning signs yesterday. The big gap up and then complete fail for the rest of the day, that is your first warning sign. In fact, we started to buy some puts here yesterday and cashed out of a good chunk of them this morning on the rotation down because it's weak. I mean, this is some early warning signs. When the markets are screaming and they're at all-time highs, you have to see continual strong bull closures. Once you get this type of price action, it's very common to have follow through, but normally it is going to get bought back up from what I'm seeing. So these are the levels that I'm currently watching right now. 615 down to 605. A big short-term sentiment level right now is 620. So if we actually look at these options here for SPY, these are all the expirations kind of overlaid on top of each other so that we can get an idea of where the big money's at. 625 was absolutely stacked. Well, it gapped that and we're moving lower on that. So expect this to be a little bit of a rejection now. If the bulls can reclaim 625, that should act as a very strong line in the sand. It should not get back below that again. 620 though, this is starting to get built back out. And then of course this 610 level that I'm really liking. So both those areas, but 620 for specifically is going to be a really nice support zone. And that's exactly what we played down into today. But what I'm seeing here on an hourly time frame, so if we kind of zoom in, yes, we're getting some defense here. Really the big level in my opinion is going to be 630. What do the bears do at 630? Will they step back in and push us lower and then see if 620 gets taken out? If 620 breaks today over the next few trading days, we're probably going to see a lot more selling coming through, at least into 615 to 605. So probably a 5% to 7% pullback from these all-time highs. Very normal and still, in my opinion, very buyable. So definitely keep an eye out here for 630. It's going to be a really important sentiment level. If that starts to get back up above that 630, we could see bulls really scream out of here. If they start to reject, look for it to return back lower, and then really the line in the sand for the bulls is going to be 620. Can they hold that option level? If not, we're going to see some selling. So I wanted to give you a quick little market rundown now to give you just a better idea of what these things are trying to do, where they're trying to play out, and how you can navigate it so that you can be ahead of these markets, not listen to your emotions of what's going on right now and is it all falling apart, but you can see clearly the levels, watch the sentiment, and have a better idea of who's trying to step in, who's got control, and where these markets are most likely going to go. For me right now, bulls have got control, but man, we've gone on an epic run. It needs a pullback desperately. It should be pulling back into this buying area that we just talked about. If this doesn't buy, probably 580 to 570 is going to be the next real spot that I'll be watching for. Doesn't mean it's going to get there, but it's definitely something to keep an eye out for, because if it doesn't bounce here, we've got some serious issues. I highly doubt we get that low. Most likely this first buying area is going to get bought up and we continue to finish the year out strong for a Santa rally up into 650, possibly even 680 to close the year out. So it could be extremely bullish. So far, this price action is telling me extremely bullish, and it's a green light for me to buy the dip. I'm not just going to buy blindly on this move lower. I will simply go to smaller time frames, watch the sentiment, watch the price action to tell me when the bulls are starting to step back in so I can know I can join that party and get ready to rock and roll. And if it goes lower, then I will manage my risk and get ready for my next leg of entries on a dip. Hopefully this video helped, my friends. I just wanted to take a second to help you navigate these markets so that way, again, you're not stuck listening to solely your emotions of like, should I sell? Should I buy? What should I do? You can look at logic and you can see what the markets are actually giving you, what they're doing, and what the key levels are to at least watch. Because if you can identify what levels to look at and to watch, it makes trading so much easier. Love you guys. Feel free to come check out our free trading courses at the links down below in the description, and also come trade live with us. For $97 one time, you get lifetime access to trading with us, to our community, to our courses, and everything else. And so links are down below. Don't pass that up. Let me know if you guys need anything else. Leave a comment down below. If there's other tickers you'd like me to look at, we will continue to provide more content for you to help you on your trading journey. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy the weekend. See ya.